sympathy, no empathy, no consideration for criminals. So whenever I see a story like this, where a criminal gets a sufficient punishment, the crime is punished, this makes me happy. So in Jamaica now, we had a boy, I really mean boy, he's just 23, he's a young youth. So he was slapped with a 21-year sentence because we recently made an amendment to our firearm carry laws. So the mandatory minimum is now 20 years. So let's just recap what happened here. So apparently, he contacted someone, a woman, over social media and set up a transaction where he wanted to buy some phones from her. The woman met him with her husband, and he recommended that they move to another location, a church nearby. And then he jumped into the vehicle without invitation. And when they resisted, he said,
"Everything cool, man."
And then later on, another man entered the car, and when they resisted again, the man, the thieving boy, the criminal, but they're both criminals, the criminal who got sentenced, he again said,
"Everything cool."
Then the criminals pulled guns on the victims and robbed them of their phone and so on. Now, on the way to where the victims then went to report the incident to the police, and they saw the thieving boy, and he got arrested, and their items were still in his possession. Right, so it was a cut and dry case. Now, what's funny is during the sentence, the thieving boy lawyer said that the judge should take into consideration that he had no prior conviction, right? And the judge apparently did, and reduced his sentence from 23 years down to 21 years. Now, what would be the perfect icing on the cake for in this scenario is if the judge gave him the maximum sentence. Because carrying is one thing, you actually use it to now threaten people. And if you can put yourself in the couple's position, that is a very terrifying prospect, a very terrifying thing to be in, situation to be in. So what the judge should have done, in my mind, bear in mind that I am not a lawyer, so I don't really care about the human rights of criminals. Give him the maximum sentence. When the thieving boy protests and want to say too harsh, the judge should look at him and say, "Everything cool, man." But barring that, this is an acceptable outcome.